What's the second button? There is no second pass.
Good morning, Crypto Chaos. How's it going, guys? How's it going? Actually, too much chaos this weekend. I got a car in the shop. I gotta go. I got a rental. I gotta go pick it up. It's ridiculous, guys. It's been a pretty bad weekend. Hoping you guys had a better weekend than I did. I'm gonna have to make this life short because I am gonna have to go out there and see what's going on. Yes, lube. Nebula Nerd coming in with all the lube. All of the lube. I'm not feeling that well either, guys. Yeah, good morning, Crypto Chaos. Good morning, Cody. Good morning, good morning. Yes, Nebula say good morning, Mr. Bakula. Hope you're lubed up today. Lots of butt stuff going on. What the hell? Yeah, bloody red market. I'll tell you, 100% bloody red market. We're gonna dive into what is going on with that here in a second. If I could still get my, I got a screenshot of it anyway. I did a survey last night, guys. For over the weekend, right? A survey over the weekend. If I can find this damn thing. Where the hell is it? Sorry guys, I'm feeling some kind of way today. Where the hell is it? That's not what what is this? Oh, my Windows is broken. I cannot pull up a Windows Explorer. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, okay, there we go. Alright, let me see if I can find this real quick, guys. It's taking a minute. But we did have Bloomberg mention our space this morning. Let me roll that out real quick while we're waiting. I'm a little off, guys, so it's going to be a weird stream. Sorry. It's been a bad weekend for everyone. But the dump is not as dumpy as it could have been, right? Okay, let me get into it. Sure, screen, camera, things. Alright, there. Let's see what Bloomberg had to say this morning.
Let's get now to high interest. Look at what's making headlines around the world. Crypto is getting slammed as more than $1.5 billion in bullish bets are wiped out, sparking the biggest wave of liquidations since March. Bitcoin is falling, and digital asset firms like Strategy are retreating. Meanwhile, old school havens like gold are hitting record highs, and precious metal stocks are rising thanks in part to the Fed's rate cut last week. U.S. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent pledged to provide all options for stabilization to the Argentine President Javier Milei as the South American country faces a market sell-off. Bessent and President Trump will meet with Milei in New York tomorrow at the UN General Assembly, and they said all options are on the table for stabilizing the currency. And T-Mobile is shaking up the corner office. Its COO, Srini Gopalan, will take over as CEO on November 1st, succeeding Mike Sievert after nearly 6 years. Sievert will move to a vice chair.
All right. That's all I really wanted to show you guys this morning. What's going on with Bloomberg, quick little update. And then, I ran this poll last night. Which news this weekend was most damning? And 67% of you said what was pertaining to, of course, NATO. We did have the Vietnam CBDC thing kind of pop up over the weekend. I don't know if you guys heard about that. 83+ million customers in banks in Vietnam, in Vietnamese banks now, are forced to use CBDCs, and the ones that don't, they're not going to get their money. It's a crazy world we're living in, guys. Of course, the jobs, the economy, and MicroStrategy. None of you guys voted for MicroStrategy, which is really interesting because MicroStrategy was actually talked about possibly selling off their Bitcoin in worst case scenarios for their newer investors, because their older investors know you don't never sell your Bitcoin. All right, so that's kind of what we got, a little bit of a roundup from the fear this weekend, the black swan like events, if you will. Let's take a look and see what else they're talking about this morning on Bloomberg. I'm going to catch back up with the chat. Looks like they're still coming back here in a minute. Opening bell happens in I get about 5 minutes. I'm a little early. All right, let's get back to it, guys. Chaos Monday Chaos. Yes, Mario, how's it going, Mario? Guys, and anyone in the chat doesn't have a wrench yet, let me know if you're subscribed. You're going to send a wrench your way. Of course, handing out wrenches till we hit 1,000 wrenches. That is the goal. Chaos Monday. Yes. Cody says, haha, greasing up and ready to go, says Cody. Greased up Nebs guy, of course, referring to him. Easy, yeah, bringing in the coffee. Gonna need it this morning, man. I'm already almost done with my coffee. It's been a morning. Scrub, how's it going, Scrub? How's it going? I love seeing all my gains over the past couple of weeks disappear overnight, says Scrub. Yeah, I know, man. It's crypto, man. Miller says, overnight, I was just up like 10 G's, now I'm down. Milkman says, good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. Another gold all-time high, says Scrub. Another gold all-time high. We can take a look at that here in a minute as well, as gold continues to soar with silver. See what's going on with gold. Gold, $3,702.23. Yeah, looks like it just hit an all-time high recently of 3,728. Yeah, just continues to rip. Silver also up there as well. Had a high of 43.8. Wow, almost $44 US. All right, guys, let's get back to Bloomberg. See what they're going to come in with a little bit next. Catch up with that, and then the chat. All right, yeah, over the top shot. What's up, Otaku? How's it going? It must be war, says Scrub. Yeah, there's a lot of saber rattling going on in the world today. There's of course a lot of things happening in the markets as well. Happy Monday. Good morning, everyone. Have a great day, says Happy Joy. We love you, Joy. Yeah, Scrub says, what is this? Good morning, everyone. Have a great day. Scrub says, what did those European do now? Felix Sapita says, yeah, we should all give up on crypto and invest in stocks and gold. No, never. You want to be taking that 10 to 15% on a really good year on stocks versus 200%, 500%, 1200%. 6,000% on crypto? I don't think so. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. Yeah, let's sell it all, says Nebs. A lot of doom in the chat this morning. I love it. It's coming, guys. We'll use it as a way to push the chaos even further for our portfolio. Don't worry about the doom. It'll come back. All right. So what else we got going on? Let's take a look at some of the headlines. We do have about... It sucks that I don't have my Windows is not working. 3 minutes. We got about 2.5 minutes until the market bell. Again, guys, it's gonna be a short live stream, so I might only got like 10 minutes after the market bell. Just giving you a heads up. Got to figure out what's going on in my car this morning. It's been a mess of a weekend. Trump's $100,000 H-1B fee sparks a global race to grab top talent. What do we got? Trump's yes, a visa. Yeah, everyone seems to be pulling visas. I'm not sure what's going on with this one. Is this the one with China? Trump administration said last month it would ask companies to pay $100,000 for new H-1B visa petitions. These measures would push employers towards using a program for bulk recruitment, but for a narrow brand of elite high compensation jobs. Okay, it looks like we're just getting a little bit more nitty gritty with who we pick and choose to work in our country. Yeah, news came out over the weekend too about Canada denying like 80% of their Indian visas as well. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Stock futures fall as the week after the Dow S&P 500 hit fresh new records. Again, we're gonna see how the market reacts this morning in about 2 minutes. Don't want to miss that. Go back and forth on it. Yeah, they're still on break right now. Schumer presses Trump to negotiate with Democrats as government shutdown deadline nears. Yes, we got 8 days left till the 30th, guys. 8 days left, and that's it. What are we doing? What are we doing? Are we gonna fix this shit or not?
What are you, stupid?
I don't know. Usually they wait to the very last minute, and they stay late, and they go into overtime, and they even maybe draw it out a day after or 2 days after. We'll see how that goes this time. Senate Democratic leader Chuck Schumer on New York urged Donald Trump to meet with Democrats to avoid a government shutdown at the end of the month. They need to meet their demands, right? Meet their demands. Congressional Democrats have made healthcare a red line in negotiations, but Republicans appear unlikely to yield to their demand. Trump said Saturday that he would love to meet the Democrats in Congress, but he said that he does not think it's going to have any impact. All right, that's a quick little update there. I do want to talk about NATO. I do want to talk about MicroStrategy and all the things that I mentioned. I don't think they're in the headlines today, though, most of them. Morgan Stanley raises applied materials rating. Build-A-Bear Workshop is a bright spot in retail. Trump reportedly wields golden share. Okay, we gotta check. I think we're gonna be opening. Here we are. We're opening.
Off 0.25% as well. On the New York Stock Exchange, Mike Waltz is ringing the opening bell. He is our representative to the UN, but he kicked off his career as a U.S. Army Special Forces member. The guy has 4 Bronze Stars and initially started out in politics advising Dick Cheney, and he's had a long run, first Army Special Forces member to be elected to Congress out of Florida's 6th Congressional District. There on the NASDAQ is Prince Albert. Not in a can, but he's here for the UN for Climate Week, I should say. He is, of course, the reigning, I guess, monarch of Monaco, right?
Yeah, which, like, great to be a citizen of Monaco. You pay no taxes, you get subsidized housing. So if Prince Albert wants to adopt me, I'm very happy.
You have a yacht.
Yeah.
There's a great race every year.
Correct. I could get used to that. All right, Matt, some stocks that we're looking at with the market opening. Metsera shares up a whopping 57%. Pfizer's going to be buying the startup that makes obesity weight loss medication for nearly $5 billion. Now, the key for Metsera, it's developing a weight loss shot. It would be taken less often than the market-leading drugs from Eli Lilly and Novo Nordisk. Of course, we were talking to Madison Moeller earlier, who said it's going to take some time to develop this.
I'm telling you, that's how the zombie apocalypse begins.
We're all going to be taking obesity pills anyway, and shots become irrelevant.
Yeah, I guess I feel like at some point a lot of people are going to, but let's see how that shakes out. Oracle will provide security for a new version of TikTok's algorithm to keep the social platform in the U.S. We desperately want to keep this Chinese social media platform alive for the kids. The company also announced the promotion of Clay Magurk and Mike Cecilia as co-CEOs while naming outgoing CEO Safra Catz as vice chair, and I feel like that's an even bigger...
I do want to mention this before we go any further. We were talking about this last Friday, and again, I give you guys a quick little update on Polkadot and the possibility of it being used. There's also a big chance that it's going to be used on Sui, and then of course I had put a poll up, which is more likely for the number one, the L1, to be picked for TikTok, and of course it was Polkadot, Sui, Ethereum, and Solana, and you guys for the most part picked Solana or Ethereum. There was a decent chunk there in Sui, but none of you guys really liked Polkadot. Although that's been the rumor now for like over a year and a half, 2 years now.
Earnings growth. Let's bring in Principal Asset Management Chief Global Strategist Seema Shah. Seema, there is some irony to this, shifting away from labor market concerns. I'm not sure this equity market ever cared about labor market concerns trading at all-time highs. What exactly is priced in to this U.S. equity market right now?
Hi, Danny. Yeah, I think that the market today, I mean, at the moment, given how well they're doing, what it's focused on is this idea that, yes, the economy is slowing, but it's not heading towards recession. And that weakness in the labor market is just simply given the Fed a green light to further ease financial conditions and give the equity market a little bit of a boost. So all in all, it's quite positive. But I think Mike is right in saying that we have to keep an eye on inflation. You know, we've seen the tariffs have kind of been delayed a little bit. So in terms of the impact of when it's going to hit prices, everything has been pushed a few months out. I have to say, we're not anticipating a very significant move up in inflation, you know, up to kind of the low 3% level, and then to be quite temporary. But, you know, realistically, nobody really knows how this is going to pan out. So it's going to be incredibly important for investors and, of course, for the Fed to keep an eye on how that's going.
Yeah, we also don't know if we're actually going to get these tariffs pushed through entirely or thrown out in the Supreme Court. So there's still that lingering over our heads too into October. And I think, honestly, it would be good for stocks. I don't know about crypto, but it would be good for stocks if they did throw these tariffs out. Either way, it's kind of a wash either way. We just need certainty, right? We need clarity in the markets and uncertainty out. Another big thing too is if we did get these tariffs, how much of that portion is going to be going into that rumored stimulus? Not really rumored. I mean, Trump wants to do it. He's come out and said it. Yeah, and of course, how much from that money would get thrown into the investment world as well. All right. I mean, a big chunk, I would imagine. You would think if it's anything like 2020. Okay, let's get back into speaking of 2020. All the charts kind of point to 2020 and 2021 in terms of like jobs, what's available, You know, I mean, 2008, even when it comes to the housing market, and even like credit and debt, as bad as it was in World War II. All right, so yeah, the economy's not doing great, obviously. U.S. Treasury yields hold steady as investors look ahead to key inflation gauge. We got Jim Cramer's top 10 things to watch for in the stock market on Monday. We got Cody coming in with a $2 super chat. Thank you, my man. Thank you. Jesus. Thanks again. I need that extra life, man. I really need that extra life after this weekend, man. It was a bad weekend. All right. I got a lot done for my friend, but it looks like that's going to take forever. I've been moving a friend over the weekends out of state. All right, let's see what else is going here. Saudi defense packs on in Pakistan, unlikely to disrupt oil flows. Let's take a look real quick and just kind of dive into if we can find NATO. Yes, NATO. NATO news this morning. See what's going on. That's 13 hours ago, 10 hours ago. NATO pressure to respond to Russian incursions as of its airspace. Of course, it's still going. Putin is testing NATO's defenses. How will it respond? Basically, yeah, he's basically poking the bear. He's poking the damn bear. Yeah, Trump, of course, holds another conference with UK Prime Minister. I'm assuming this is happening right now. This is as of an hour ago. He started talking. Why can't I not hear this? There we go.
Done 7 of them. The one that I thought would be easiest would be because of my relationship with President Putin, but he's let me down. He's really let me down. It was going to be Russia and Ukraine, but we'll see how that turns out. But that turned out to be, I thought it might be among the easiest of the group. But we had settled just about every conflict, and as you know, we're working very hard on Israel and Gaza. All that's happening over there. Complex, but it's going to get done. It'll all get done right. And likewise, Russia and Ukraine will get done. But you never know in war. You know, war is a different thing. Things happen that are very opposite of what you thought. You thought you were going to have an easy time or a hard time, and it turns out to be the reverse.
All right, that's a clip that came out not that long ago. I do want to talk about this, which was talked about a lot over the weekend. If I could find the damn article. I can probably just pull up something on X and show you real quick. Again, guys, it's gonna be a short live stream. I do gotta go out there and figure out what's going on in my car. Yeah, it sucks, man. Again, of course, sending love out to Rob over at Crypto Future. Again, he had a death in his family over the weekend as well. It's not a great weekend at all for anyone. I do feel tons of sorrow in my heart for that. That's a mess, guys. I'm so sorry for Rob over Crypto Future. Guys, don't forget to send more love to his way. He needs it. And again, don't forget to like and subscribe over there if you have it as well. Again, give him a break. He's going to need all the time in the world. Definitely hearts out for him over there as well. Man, it's just been a crap weekend. All right, let me see if I can find this over on X for you guys. Yes, $5 super chat coming in from a Willie B. Yes, thanks for being real, man. Wrench, please. Yes, I will give you a wrench, my man. 100%. We do have a lot of fun here, but man, it's definitely real today. I'll tell you that. It's definitely real around today. Wrench headed your way, my friend. You should get it in a second. Thanks again for supporting the live stream. All right. Okay, yeah. I'll do some doom scrolling real quick. I'll show you what to talk about with MicroStrategy. And I just mentioned it this morning about how they're trying to give a new investor stance on advising their clients that they would sell Bitcoin. MicroStrategy. If they absolutely have to, and obviously their old investors don't like that, but their new investors are kind of demanding it. So I could find. I think I shared it over the weekend. Actually, I don't think I need to go digging for it. I think I shared it. Is it this one? No, that's them, of course, purchasing more today. The orange dots go up, guys, and to the right. That's according to what Michael Saylor says. Another Monday, another Bitcoin buy day. Okay, where was that? We do have some good stuff and there's some positive stuff, but it doesn't move the needle in the right direction. Maybe I didn't register when I did share a lot of stuff over the weekend. But there we is. This no. I don't see it. Yeah, I don't think it's here. I don't think it's here. But yeah, trust me, bro. Let me show you some of the positive stuff either way that I got here. The first Bitcoin ETF in Poland is now trading on the Warsaw Stock Exchange. We got Bank of America saying the entire United States banking industry will embrace crypto payments. We got Simply Bitcoin posting that developing Michael Saylor just proposed a strategic Bitcoin is capable of creating up to 81 trillion in wealth for the United States. We covered that on last Friday's live stream. There was a new discussion with Nat Burnell and of course Michael Saylor. If you guys want to catch that, it's over there. Thailand officially implements 0% capital gains on tax on Bitcoin and crypto for their country. I'm telling you, capital of crypto could be starting in Thailand. Yes, a mayor of Vancouver says it will be financially irresponsible for the city to not invest in Bitcoin. And then we have, the U.S. Treasury takes up steps to turning the Genius Act into stablecoin regulations. Again, at minimum, 120 days away from August that this gets fully implemented. At length, 18 months from August. So yeah, somewhere in that time frame is what we're looking at for the Stablecoin Act to go live in a huge way for the economy. U.S. Treasury just bought back $2 billion of its own debt. That's right, they continue to buy more of their own debt. Has now bought back more than $12 billion over the last 5 weeks. We've got Gemini co-founder Tyler Winklevoss says the former SEC chair Gensler is a total disgrace to the United States as he went live last week on CNBC again. We got Get Ready to Lose Your Job, Fred Krueger. If you guys don't know Fred Krueger, he's definitely an OG in our space. Oh man, I wouldn't say OG, but he's definitely a large investor in our space with a platform, right? What dies? Driving, self-driving. Of course, this goes into my AI narrative, right? That basically all these things are going to go to the wayside again. So get ready to lose your job, guys, especially factory workers and customer service representatives. You guys are pretty much already on the chopping block, like our favorite Strawberry Dragons. The U.S. dollar has now lost over 10% of its value this year alone. What else we got here? Simply Bitcoin showing Vietnam erases 86 million bank accounts of non-compliant citizens who refuse digital ID. This is what I was referring to this morning. Vietnam erases 86 million bank accounts of non-compliant citizens who refuse digital ID. So yeah, this is what I'm talking about, man. CBDCs are coming, and they're going to take over in a huge way. That's going to be inconvenient to the average, investor and of course daily consumer. Ralph Lauren now accepts Ethereum payments in the U.S. That's pretty crazy. Ethereum. And we have, Swiss Central Bank acquires 258 million in MicroStrategy shares. Switzerland is stacking Bitcoin via MicroStrategy. That pretty much is a quick little roundup on the doom scrolling today. Let me get back to the news real quick. The TradFi, do a quick little scroll through, and then I gotta head out, guys. I'm sorry to make this a short live stream, but I'm kind of without a car right now. I gotta figure out what's going on and get a rental lined up for this week. That's the fun times we have. Yeah, living. What a world. All right. So yeah, right, Keurig, Dr. Pepper. Of course, they own Dr. Pepper, which is insane. I never knew that. I never knew that. So it's crazy company. They just bought another processed food manufacturer. Was it Kraft? I forget who it was. We talked about it a few weeks ago. All right, let's get back in the chat real quick. Happy Monday. Yes, happy Monday. 40-second market open. Thanks again. I'm Nebula Nerd. I actually almost missed it if it wasn't for you. I really appreciate it, my man. Love you. Yes. Let's sell it all. No. It's not that time. It's not that time yet. I'll fix your car 30% less than a mechanic says a Scrub. Really? Damn, Scrub's got all the talents, my man. What are you doing? What are you doing playing video games? You can do that stuff. Why aren't you making videos on that stuff? Mario Gomez, Black Rick, scooping up more ETH. Yes. Danny says, good morning, Otaku fam. Good morning. Super Danny in the house. Good morning. Again, guys, just I probably apologize making this a short live stream this morning. They're talking about the B1 visa. Still over there on Bloomberg. Yeah, Bloomberg. Players due to Rob. Yes, prayers to Rob and his family. Yes, Nebs and Mario, everyone, guys. Don't forget, lots of love sent to Rob. Yes, and Michael Saylor to sell Bitcoin. Yeah, I mean it's not that he. Oh, you got the. Oh, thank you, Nebs. Thank you. Yes, this is what I was looking for earlier. I 100% appreciate that, Nebs. Thank you. Microseller hints at selling Bitcoin to fund MicroStrategy dividends in worst case scenario. That was what was talked about on Yahoo Finance. Short seller Jim Chanos calls it financial gibberish. Financial gibberish. All right. I think it's just it was just said to appease the new investors, the ones that don't understand the real value of crypto and Bitcoin. Benzinga and Yahoo Finance LLC may earn commission in revenue of some items through the links below. Yeah, really, seriously. Jim Chanos slams MicroStrategy for spewing financial gibberish as he hints at selling Bitcoin or Bitcoin options to fund MicroStrategy dividends. Famed short seller Jim Chanos publicly criticized Strategies Incorporated, MSTR. He said Michael Saylor, labeling his latest financial strategy as financial gibberish. The critique came after the reports that the seller is open to selling Bitcoin or its options to fund dividend payments for securities and company issued to acquire the cryptocurrency in the first place. I do have to tell you that one of it is, I think it's MSTY, right? MSTY does kind of do this either way. I mean, because it has to buy and then sell, and then you're basically taking a leverage bet, or not really a leverage bet. You're taking the dividend out, right? So they're basically selling it via bots and all this stuff, and making small increments, and then of course passing off that as dividends to its investors, and that's how MSTY works. So they're doing this in the back end either way. I mean, it's just in smaller increments, to of course make yield and fund further ventures into buying more Bitcoin. Saylor's worst case scenario plan. The controversy began with Saylor speaking at the Bitcoin Treasury unconference, UN conference, whatever, in New York City, suggesting a worst case scenario plan. So the same firm that backed Uber, Venmo, and eBay are investing in this pre-IPO company, disrupting about a $1.8 trillion market. Oh my God, this is bullshit. Thrown in that article, really. In a question and answer session, Q&A session, he indicated that his firm, formerly known as MicroStrategy, could sell calls or warrants on its Bitcoin holdings, or even liquidate some of the underlying asset itself to cover dividend obligations. It's again kind of the idea. Following the remarks, MicroStrategy stock saw a nearly 6% jump on Thursday, indicating a positive, complex reception to the market. Jim Chanos slams Michael Saylor for financial gibberish, known for skeptical eye, of course, in the corporate accounting and financial structures. More financial gibberish from Saylor, he posted. So MSTR may sell options on Bitcoin or sell Bitcoin itself to finance dividends or securities he issued to buy Bitcoin. LOL. Okay. Who falls for this stuff? Oh, Jesus. Yep, that's, of course, the post there. Okay. All right. So, yeah, that's another big piece of the puzzle everyone was processing over the weekend. And what was the other one, too? NATO, Saylor, and the other big one? Oh, what was the other big one? I just had it up, guys. What was it? No, I can't. I don't think I have that picture up anymore. I already. NATO and then Vietnam. Yeah, we covered all of them. Okay, we covered all of them. All right, guys. I'm gonna have to call it from now. I gotta get going. Let me do one more roundup real quick on the chat and the news, and then we gotta go. I gotta figure out what I'm doing this week with a car and all the things. Yes, lots of love, everyone. Of course, lots of love to everyone. Too much chaos. There's never too much chaos. Yes, good morning, Quentin. How's it going? How's it going, Quint? Let me know. Quint, I'm pretty sure you are subscribed. You are getting a wrench this morning, my man. Don't forget, guys, to participate in the chat. If you are subscribed and a member, we are of course going to be giving away. You're doing some giveaways to anyone holding a wrench. Once we hit 1,000 subs, and we're almost there, guys. We're like 75 away, something like that. Who's counting? Lots of chaos this morning, says Quentin. Give me some good news, Otaku, please. Well, I just gave you a whole bunch of good news, but it does not move the needle. It's kind of silly, right? I mean, well, how many more companies need to either accept Bitcoin or Ethereum or crypto assets in order to get this ball rolling? We're still pretty early though in the cycle. In the grand scheme of things, you look at the Bitcoin rainbow chart, for example. I mean, we're still at super early levels. Where are we at? We're sitting at accumulate, not even buy. Accumulation doesn't start again until we reach 120,000. Again, we're still at this slump. It looks like a bear market. It literally looks like the bear market still. Like we never came out of it, truly. Where's the peaks? Where are the tops? We didn't see nothing yet. This would be the worst the worst cycle ever if this was all we got, right? So again, I think bigger things are coming for Bitcoin and of course all other assets. We only have gotten an additional $1 trillion, I believe, in our market compared to last cycle. That's nothing. We should at least be double. I want to at least see $8 trillion in our space before the end of the cycle. Speaking of which, total market cap right now sitting at nope, we broke. Whoa, 3.89, guys. Damn.
What are you, stupid?
That's crazy. All right, so that's pretty low. That's pretty low for the last, 3 to 4 days, the last week or so. We've been chopping up. We haven't been this low since before, I believe, Powell spoke. I'm pretty sure, yeah, before Powell spoke. So yeah, we never came back down after Powell spoke. But we did, we did go through some of the motions last week. All right, so that's what's going on right now. It looks like we found a bottom here at 3.9. At least for now. Saber rattling this week. Uncertainty with the United States shutdown and all that stuff's going to loom closer. We got 8 days until October. October, hopefully, right? October. Let's take a look real quick and see what's going on in market cap for some of our favorite assets. Bitcoin right now sitting at 2.2 trillion. Silver and gold continue to rally. I wonder where silver and gold's in right now. Silver now is above Amazon. Boom, guys. Holy cow. Rip silver.
I'd buy that for $1.
Guys, we were just above all this nonsense, all this noise. We were right next to Microsoft at the beginning of the year, sitting at number 4 or 5. That's crazy. And now, now we're about ready to get flipped by Meta, if Meta has a good day this week. All right, so we're waiting, guys. We're waiting to see how this all plays out this week. Have a good one. I can't stay. I gotta go figure out my situation, but yeah, weekend's getting shaken out. 100% 5-letter man. 100%. 100%. What happened to the car analysis, Crypto JPEG? Someone ran me off the road the other night on my way back. I got some damage to my side door and all this other stuff. It's going to be in the shop probably for a while. I don't know. Yes, selling it for more Bitcoin, says Nebs. Yes, selling it for more Bitcoins. Yeah, good morning, Chaos family. Another steaming hot crypto dumper Rooney on the live stream. Yes, on our chests. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Get it off of me. I can't. Yeah. All right. Got it. Sexy AF. Forta. Ooh, 105 letter. Yeah, nice. Braveheart Machine says, get show a dry powder. I've been buying the dip. ZBCN. Oh, wow. Where's ZBEC at right now? Let me see where ZBEC's at. I wish I had any dry powder, man. I just keep getting thrown to the ring. I'm about to take some profits and take a loss on something because it looks really good, actually. It looks like we're about ready to come back up. Looks like it's found its bottom at 3.7 again. I don't think we've gotten lower than 3.7 in a long time. It's kind of been our point, our point of contingency, really. So yeah, higher low, still higher low. I don't know if that's a good enough confirmation just yet, but if we can get back above this, bear trend, which we haven't since the big sell-off in August, then yeah, ZBEC could see a reversal back up to 205 and higher. Hope that plays out. Again, I'm planning this for when? The end of the month? Right there, the 27th, the 30th, somewhere in that range. Still kind of my target for ZBEC breakout to a penny. This may or not take another week or two to play out now. I think maybe like Wednesday, the first week of Wednesday the first week. Wednesday's the first, literally the first. Oh wow, that's actually a really good day. Wednesday's usually one of the best trading days in terms of appreciation and market movements, right? And of course that'd be the first. That'd be crazy for that to rip right there on that day. I'd love to see it. Anyway, guys, I gotta head out. So have a good one. I will see you tonight, of course, at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we of course cover the foreign market open. I can't wait to see what happens this time because hopefully some of these negative narratives will play out and roll over into tonight. We'll see how the market does today, guys. Have a great one. Again, stay safe. Prayers for everyone. And yes, I'll see you guys soon. Man, have a good one, guys. Later.
Fly me to the moon, let me trade
money is gold bars. In other words, hold Nike.